Well, I can't control the lighting. I'm sorry about that. That's what happens when you work a very early morning job. You know what? I got to talk about something here because I saw something last night that absolutely infuriated me and my wife. We had to go out really quick for a quick shop on something to pick something up. It'll be coming down the pipeline, maybe some videos from that. But we were at the store. We Just as we leave the store, we're getting into the vehicle, and a fire truck pulls into the parking lot of the place. And I turn to the wife and I'm like, you know what? I really hope this isn't what I think it is, because it's been plus 30. It was yesterday, it felt like plus 39 degrees Celsius here. I worked in it all day. It literally was absolutely not a great day, and we are under a extreme heat warning right now for the next like 8 to 10 days. It's going to be these temperatures. It's absolutely insane. I haven't seen a summer like this in a very long time. We You know what, usually get heat warnings like this once a year, but it usually doesn't last into the 2 week mark. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the heat. It's one of the things I like to do. I don't have to be bulked up in like a sumo suit to try and work or try and run around. I'm literally in shorts, sandals, and just trying to live my best life in that sense and beat the heat. But this fire truck pulls in, and I turn to the wife. I'm like, I really hope that is not for a pet in a vehicle. And sure, lo and behold, it was. I was pissed. The window was cracked about this much on the driver's side door. That was it. The rest of the windows are sealed shut. There was a I We didn't stick around, but they're sitting outside the vehicle looking at what's going on here. This is in a parking lot in a store. Someone had called 911 because there was a pet left in the vehicle. I recently saw this down in Calgary. It was on the news. A lady was actually charged because her dog died in her damn effing vehicle for being left in their vehicle on a plus 30-degree day. If you're doing this, you're absolutely scum of the earth. We have a dog. We decided, like, we could have brought her with us and take her into the store, but we said no. It's better at home. We have a little bit of air conditioning. We don't have the greatest air conditioning, but we have fans going so she can actually stay cool. It is so hot right now, and this is sustained heat. This is not something that you can easily do, easily beat the heat. This is not okay. There is a lot of things wrong in this world, and leaving your pet in your vehicle right now, especially in these weathers, is absolutely unexcusable. And yeah, I'm glad that the police are stepping up and starting to charge people over these things, because it's absolutely dangerous. There's been several accounts in the last little bit of kids and pets being left in vehicles. I read a story down in the States where some lady left her kid in the vehicle all day because she had to go to work. I get it. You got to make ends meet and stuff like that, but the AC kicked off in the vehicle. Like, have left the vehicle running. The kids somehow turned off the car, and thus the AC got turned off. And I couldn't imagine leaving a child alone in a vehicle for like 5 hours. I thought that was complete disregard for human life and nature. Um, this is complete disregard for the pets you care about by leaving them in your vehicle to roast. You are literally at these temperatures able to cook cookies or eggs on your dashboard right now. You put down a cookie sheet and you can literally have cookies when you go home at night. It's absolutely roasting. And these temperatures are not okay to leave anybody in a vehicle, especially with the magnifying glass that you get, the effect that you get on it. It's absolutely appalling that I saw this yesterday. And it's something that I had to speak out about, because these things are not okay. It's really not okay. I I have to work in these conditions, and it's not fun. I wish I could sit here and just make content for all of you, and it would sustain my family, my life, but it's not something I can do. I go to work and I work in these conditions, and they're not fun. You got to actually remove yourself from the heat and actually cool down. I get to the point Yesterday, I got to the point where my heart started racing because I was starting to get overheated. And, that was a little too long in the heat. I'm doing okay, but I know that there is limits and I have to take step back and take the time. Here in Alberta, there's no law against heat. A lot of places may shut down when it gets just overly too hot, and I've worked in some crazy extreme temperatures. And you know what? You do what you can. The temperature does play a factor in things that you do. And that's something that you need your head on your shoulders for. If you can leave your pet in your house, or leave them, or take them into the store. Some stores in these temperatures, they will just be like, yeah, whatever, bring your pet in there. I believe the store we were at, you can bring your pets in there. There are other stores that will not allow it because they've had incidents with pets in their stores, so they just don't allow it. But this one took the cake. When I saw that fire truck rolling in and rolling into the parking lot, I was pissed. I knew right away what it was. And you when I turned to the wife and said, "This is what's going on," she wanted to stick around and find out who it was. And I'm like, no, that's not going to help anybody right now, because they now have to deal with that. It's now been a 911 call, and they have to deal with explaining why in the world they left their pet in their vehicle on these temperatures. It's absolutely ridiculous. 5 minutes in these temperatures and it's cooking in your vehicle, and you think it's a good idea to leave a pet in a vehicle, or a child? No, it's not. And it's completely wrong, and completely something that I am thoroughly against. And we always think about it when we're going out to the store, when we're going out. What's the temperature? Can our animal deal with that? Yes, we do bring them along every once in a while, but it has to be a decent temperature, knowing what you're going to deal with. If it's raining and it's like 10 degrees, you're fine. I crack all windows and stuff like that. If it's plus 20, 25, 30, I don't even think about it. It's not something I do. A lot of times when we do this, it's literally half the time we do this together, and it's one person stays in the vehicle over, like, majority of the time. That's what happens. One person runs into the store because it's a very, very quick 2 minute in and out. It's not you're going shopping in a store, in a hardware store, for like a half an hour to 45 minutes or longer, so you can find your damn nuts and bolts. Find your nuts and bolts and get those screws back together, instead of losing the screw loose in your head, leaving your vehicle and your dog in your vehicle. Anyway, I'm your proud Canadian Phoenix Center Shadow. I'm signing off here. Have yourselves a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe.